Okay, sorry about the editing and jumping around. There were just way too many homeless people in there, in the woods. They kept interrupting my back shot, and it's just hard to do a show when there's just people around. Okay. Hawaiian Punch. Okay. Money in the Bank. Okay. So, apparently, WWE wants to get their money out of Mark Henry, so they put him in the Money in the Bank, and everyone's like, why can't Evan Bourne be in Money in the Bank? You know, he's talented. Evan Bourne is nothing. Did Evan Bourne ever help give birth to a hand? Case rested, you know? I mean, what has Evan Bourne ever done except wrestle good? As far as winning, I'm going to go with MVP. Ballin'. The new United States champion. Because I am not sure. Because it's obvious who's not going to win. It's kind of... Or they might throw a swerve ball, but I highly doubt it. People have said Christian can't win because he just showed up. But I mean, he is a old WW, you know, FE... I wouldn't say legend, but I'm going to say somewhat of an icon. You know, he's been involved in high-profile matches. You know, him and his peeps. You know, I hope he brings more of that back. Even though he's like a face now, I hope he brings back his edgy kind of heel persona. Where he talked about his peeps and, you know, was mocking The Rock and stuff. Just a little edge. I mean, if he's going to be a fan favorite, bring back a little bit more edge. Because he hasn't had enough mic time. But yeah, they said that he can't win because, you know... But what better way to build somebody as a main eventer than have him win that match? But I'm going to go with MVP winning. Hardy versus Hardy. In an Extreme Rules. I'm going to go for this being a draw. Because, I mean, if Jeff Hardy wins, yeah, he avenges some things that's happened. But then it kind of kills Matt Hardy's heel turn any momentum. So it's kind of odd. They're going to have a draw just so they can carry this match out. Maybe to that Extreme Rules pay-per-view they have coming up, where they'll probably end it. Like a lot of WrestleMania feuds, they'll end it like in June. But this should be an alright match. 25 Diva Battle Royal. There haven't been a lot of announcements as to who's actually going to be there. You know, some people say Lita can't be there, this and that. Yeah, I don't even know who's going to win this. As long as it's not like someone just totally random that doesn't make sense, like Michelle McCool. I mean, what? Because her and The Undertaker are bumping uglies? You know, whatever. Or like Maria. Sure, she's good looking, but that wouldn't make sense for her to win it. You know, whatever. It's not going to be Santino Marella, we know that. Rey Mysterio versus JBL for the IC title. Does anybody care who's going to win it? Anybody? No, not really. Rey's an alright wrestler. JBL's okay. Their styles are conflicting, and JBL's like an out-of-shape gorilla. I think JBL's gonna win just so he can go with the whole, well, I beat Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero in high-profile, like, title matches. You know, he beat Benoit at WrestleMania 22 for the United States, and then he beat Eddie Guerrero at the Great American Bash for the heavyweight title, or not. Yeah, no, the WWE Championship. Sorry. Jericho versus the Legends. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, I respect all the three of them, but what do they gain by like 3 or 4 of them ganging up and beating up Chris Jericho and winning, you know? So, I'm going to go with Jericho because he's had a horrible WrestleMania record. I mean, come on. Honestly, the only one worse that has a worse WrestleMania record is people like Big Show, who besides WrestleMania 22 has lost at every WrestleMania he's been in. So he's like 1-5 5, I believe, Big Show is. Good job. That's a good streak. This isn't cool. That spider bite really affected me. Got bit by a spider and bugs. And this show just seems randomly put together. Stupid homeless people. I had a nice flow going with the show. Tag team unification. The Miz, John Morrison versus Primo and Carlito. Morrison, Miz are gonna win, but I don't want them to win because I want John Morrison to break away and become single. You know, a single star again. You know why? Because the Miz reminds me of Bert. You know, Bert and Ernie, Sesame Street. Bert was uncool and just latching on to Ernie for popularity. You know, and Miz does have the little Bert haircut, so yeah, they're gonna win, but I don't want them to win only because I want John Morrison to. HBK versus Taker. What some are saying is the most overexposed, overbooked feud ever. Also, I like on Raw how Taker did mention, like I kind of said a few shows back, how he should mention that he broke Shawn Michaels' back at the Royal Rumble 1998. Granted, he didn't intend to do that, but I'm glad he mentioned it. Proves history. Yes, Shawn Michaels has always beat Taker in one-on-one, you know, encounters. Yet Taker has never lost at WrestleMania. Mr. WrestleMania versus the undefeated streak. Oh my goodness. Well, here's what I say about the streak. First off, Undertaker and writers and all that people, I don't think there's anybody in wrestling history that has appeared in 16 WrestleManias. So the mere fact that Undertaker has been in 16 WrestleManias, let alone won all of them, is a major feat. I'm gonna go with Shawn Michaels winning. As much as I like Taker, and I like Shawn Michaels obviously, but HBK I think is gonna pull it out somehow. Cena show Edge, the kind of love triangle's dumb, but they kind of had to do it, you know, to make the match more exciting. I'm tired of Edge kind of being a transitional champion, but I guess that's kind of fits into his character, his gimmick. I'm gonna go with Edge retaining. I know no one thinks that, but it just, come on, give him it. Finally, probably the last match of the evening, Orton versus Triple H. Now, given the new little storyline with the McMahon-Helmsley regime and Orton and Legacy, and this is a nice new approach. Yes, we've seen Triple H really gains nothing from beating Orton besides like a little bit of revenge. Orton can finally get rid of the demons of, you know, the whole evolution and Triple H using him. You know, and Orton is never really, he's never got a major win over Triple H. Triple H, you know, he may have got a little victory here and there, but he never got that major victory that will just, you know, Triple H is like the last legend he hasn't killed. I mean, he's put him down, but he hasn't killed him. He hasn't put that exclamation point on that, on the legend. So I'm going to go with Orton. So that is what I think about WrestleMania. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully me and the Wrestling Revolution can just improve on the state of wrestling. Shooting. So until next time, kick someone's ass and eat raisins.